Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show old drawings and you can see the progress I've made over the years, but this one, I based some of my drawings from the toys I had. I don't know, this is supposed to be like a prom night. The proportions are gonna be so wrong, and all of these, this is for a magazine for Halloween. Some characters I made up, and they have some lime green eyeshadow, and her boob is like under her arm. I don't know, that looks very weird. And then the heads are bigger than the bodies, and then the little sisters here on top. This one, I like her outfit, but see how it's straight here and then her knee comes out like that? No one's body is like that, so I don't know what's going on. And then she has this weird shape over here. I guess she has no butt. So this was like 2000, I want to say 2004, 2005. We got a nice poncho. Yeah, I really liked the fashion back then, but this outfit was based off of one of my Scene dolls. I don't know if y'all remember those. They were from Barbie. This was one of the outfits. I think it was Chelsea who had it. And the hairstyle is inspired by the Bratz dolls. Those drawings they used to have for the posters that would come with the doll. Ooh, I spelled jingle wrong. It says Jingle Bells, but it's spelled with a G. There's a random boots. I used to draw the Powerpuff Girls a lot too, because that was one of my favorite shows. And I would find different ways to draw them. I had a fashion line for them. Some Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup. They got some nice outfits. Why did I use marker for this? Yeah, I mostly use crayons and markers. They're working. These are some pretty decent outfits. Partying. I used to do this hairstyle for a lot of my drawings. So she has a little buttercup thing on her belt. These are some of the characters I came up with. His name is Donnie Jones, and he has a shirt for the World Trade Center. I named a character after myself, but the characters are siblings, but this one has my name, my first name. This is 2003. Yeah, see, I did this hairstyle a lot. This makes no sense. I should have colored. Her last year's graduation picture. So I drew this in 2004. I was right. Okay. I wanted to change her name, but I just crossed it out and then I rewrote it again. I don't know. The shape of her head. Yikes. Whose head is shaped like that? And her shoulder here, and then her arm comes out. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, but her head is way too big for her body. Okay, so I did something different. I was trying to do a side angle, and she's supposed to be posing. She's modeling. This is supposed to be an audience. So she's down the runway. And this side view does not make sense. This is obviously before I knew about proportions, but the eye, no. And her hands, look at those. I gave her this weird shape. Her arm is layered over her boob. I don't know why. Wait a minute. She has... Oh, her body isn't at the side because her breasts are like on both sides. I barely noticed that. You probably can't see it, but... And her legs are so wrong. So here's the Powerpuff Girls again. I was dressing them up. Like, they got some nice outfits, I think. And I kept drawing a little sister for them. I don't know why. Maybe I got inspired from that episode when they created their own little sister. Well, she was bigger than them, but you get what I mean. Her head. The shape of her head. This is based on one of my toys I had. It was a rhino. I ain't scared, okay? And I used to draw the muscles like they were little braids. If you watch regular show and you see how Skip's muscles are, it looks like that, but this is a little better. I just wish that it was colored better because you can see what was drawn over this and the lines over here. But this picture's okay. Her neck is super long though. Another one of my toys and this hairstyle that I used to always draw. I used to draw the eyebrows like that a lot. I don't know why. I would draw thin eyebrows even though I've always had thick eyebrows. What possessed me to draw thin ones, I don't know. Maybe because everyone else had thin eyebrows. I have no idea. These proportions are so off. Look at that. Look. Okay, your face is fine. But her arm is way off. She's supposed to be doing this, but elbow was like way over here. That's incorrect. And then it's straight down the body, that's fine. But then if her real body was like this, her legs would be going this way. But that doesn't add up. I like these outfits I'm making for them though. This is weird. Her face is all the way to the side. Like I drew her face in the front view, but her features are shifting to the side. And that's very close together and very low. I tried to give her a little booty over here. It's barely existent. And these very thick, straight legs. Oh my god. What was I thinking? The proportions. Oh my god. Look at her arm. And then her other arm. I don't know, I used to draw the arms over the breasts. And it's way down here. And I gave her these thick legs, but her knee is all the way up here. I don't know, it's so wrong. This arm, I think this arm is longer than this one. I tried a new style. That one looks okay. But there goes the boob. Again, goes the arm. It's too low. And she's only in the 7th grade, so why are her breasts so low? Alright, this is a better example of how I used to draw muscles. They look bad. Look at the teeny little hand. That messed up on the mouth, so I tried to cover it up with some crayon, but you can still see it. Powerpuff Girls again, but just as themselves. Like, I didn't try to put any new clothes or fashion on them. It was my show. This picture is supposed to be in their room. Look at their bed. No one's bed is like that. You wouldn't be able to sleep. It's as flat as the wall. These are based on my toys again. I like their outfits. The proportions are a little bit better, and she has no like actual hands because, well, she was supposed to be like Pegasus from Hercules, like a little toy that I got, but I turned it and I made her a she. I don't know. There's the rhino again. And Yoshi, I had a Yoshi toy because Yoshi is my favorite Mario Brothers character. He still is. This was based off of my little Barbie dolls. They were both named Kelly. But this one, she originally had long hair, but I cut it. Her name, I think, was Kelly too. I turned it to Shelly and Melanie. You could tell I looked at the dolls for this one, for these. And I just made up these outfits for them. They didn't have that. The proportions. Okay, so I made up a story that the Powerpuff Girls got a new mom. Buttercup is not pleased, but she does have a nice outfit. And this was based off of my Filas I had in middle school. And they're in junior high school. And look at the proportions of this chick. Her neck is too thick. Her hair is very thin. And she's supposed to be kneeling over, but it just looks like her top half is bigger than her bottom half. I think the best drawing I have in here, and I started using color pencil. This came out really good. Yeah, this came out really good. And this is based off of a shirt that I had, and I really liked it. The arms are a little off in proportion, but look, the shape is better, like the figure, the face is more proportioned, better hair. This is really good. So I used to have a mini, like a little Bratz doll, I don't know if you remember those, and a Polly Pocket, but her name was, it wasn't Polly, it was another character, I don't remember her name. But here she is, and here was the little Bratz doll I had. It was a little Sasha, and they're shopping at the mall. Oh, remember those Chinese slippers everybody used to have? I never had them. People would wear them to school, and then the school banned them. This is a shirt I used to have. I loved it because it had Brooklyn on it. This arm is definitely way shorter than that arm. And this is colored very sloppily. I don't know why I did that. I even colored out of the lines. That's great. Alright. And then I did some math problems. Okay. So I tried to do a nice little picture of one of my... It's the same bear again. She has thick eyebrows, a little thicker than I usually draw. And then I drew her mouth open. I didn't like it, so I covered it up. It didn't work all the way, but it worked a little bit. Her head is way too big for her body, but it's a start. I made up some book cover while my Halloween was spent. I don't know, did I write a story or did I just make a cover for it? I don't remember. It was based off of Pegasus, but I called her Alexis. Got another Halloween cover for that book that I probably didn't write. You see like death and scream in the back. And there's like bats in his eyes. I don't know if you noticed. I used to watch wrestling a lot, so I made my own wrestling show type of thing here. I made my own game cover. Why is her head is so small, you can barely see it, the rest of her body. Do you see this nonsense? She has cankles. I don't know if you see that. What is this? It's not physically possible to have your shoulder like that and then the rest of your arm poke out that way. Okay, here she is again. With some nice outfits. And apparently she dyed her hair. She got some highlights in there. This is like walking around looking like you're a Knicks player. But these kind of shirts was in style at the time. And her hands look like the Grinch. The Grinch's hands. I don't know why I did that. See, these types of shirts were in style at the time. And his freaking arms look very gross. And I tried to do the neck thing right here. And this is supposed to be his chest, but it looks like he's showing cleavage. And I was supposed to show his abs, but it looks really bad. He's supposed to be looking all cool and bad, and he does not. And this little cap. Alright, that's the last one out of this. I have other sketchbooks of my previous work, and I will most likely share them. They're not that bad, but I made a huge improvement over the years. So if you enjoyed it, that's great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.